Welcome once more, lovely people of Biafra. Today we shall, on this broadcast, be talking about what really transpired in the legal team and why is it that when a legal team that comes, they are having challenges, they are having issues, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always sack. What is the problem? It is going to be an exposition. I want you to remain calm, listen carefully, and then you will understand what the problem really is. What the problem really is. Corruption has been the bedrock of the whole problem that is affecting the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why I do not subscribe to anybody saying that justice can be gotten through the Nigerian courts. I'm going to explain these things to you. I'm going to break it down for you to understand what is happening. Now, before I go further to say anything, I want you to listen to the PM and hear what he has to say. He made a very striking revelation, and it is very pertinent that everybody listens and understands this.
I am not a pushover, and I believe Nigeria have seen that. If you think that Simon Ekpa is somebody you can push over, then you don't know me. I am here to end Nigeria. I am here to end the Usman Danfodio legacy. I will end it. The people who have ended it in their different countries doesn't have to end. I am going to be more than any of all those people who have fought freedom, including Gandhi. I am here to be more than Gandhi. Gandhi did not even fight the kind of demons that we have in Nigeria. Nelson Mandela did not fight the kind of demons that we have in Nigeria. And so I brought out myself, I'm well cooked for this particular freedom. So anybody thinking that Simon Ekpa is going down, you don't know what is coming. You still have a long way to go. I will be here to finish this job, and by December I will issue a declaration for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, and the flag of Biafra will rise very, very high all over the world. That day, every mountain office all over the world of Biafra will rise the Biafra flag very, very high. We will raise it very, very high from homeland to all over the world. And then after that, the diplomatic battle will begin for recognition of Biafra government.
Now, I hope you understand what the PM said here. He said by 2nd of December, once he declares Biafra, then what will begin? Immediately he makes the proclamation, then the diplomatic battles and everything, the flag of Biafra will be raised in all liaison office. They will become the embassy of Biafra in all those countries. And then the diplomatic battle will push in full force. What will now be happening in the homeland? The homeland, the men of the defense forces will now enter phase 2 of the liberation of Biafra. That phase 2 is all the political office holders, the governors, the senators, all of them will be chased out. They will be chased out for the main people, the owners of the land, to take full control of their land. This may take some time. That is why you need to understand not all this propaganda they carry up and down. They will tell you by 2nd of December, if you don't see Biafra, this one, that one, forget those people. Freedom is nothing boom. It's not something you just go in and it is a systematic something. And this is the process. Once you declare, you begin to chase away the people who are occupying your land, the occupiers. And once you are through chasing them away, as you are doing it, that's why this PM say it's a holistic battle. As you are doing it, you are also working hand in hand and also engaging the international community. So the men will be doing what they are doing in the homeland. The people engaging the international community will be engaging the international community. This is the procedure. Now let's go into exposing the lawyers. I want you to listen to what these lawyers have to say.
He has told me as his lead counsel, as his lawyer, that he does not believe in it, that he cannot be fighting for his people and be shutting down their economy. How do they feed? How will they train their children? Many a time he cried to me in my presence that he wants to be released so that he can hold a world press conference and address the Indigbos and the Alaibos and the entire world to say, don't stay at home on Mondays, go about your normal duties, work. Because the Bible tells us It is upon the fruits of your hand. I will bless you the labor of your hands. So I'm now re-echoing it again and again, what Nnamdi Kanu has told me. He does not believe in that seat at home on Mondays, which cripples the social, economic, cultural, political life of the people, putting them under psychological, mental structure and torture.
Now you have listened to this man. The question is, what concerns you with whatever the Biafrans are doing outside? Is that supposed to be your problem? Why don't you focus on the legal issues? Why don't you focus on what will, cripple the opponent of your client? Why don't you focus on things that needs to be done to make sure that your client is released? What concerns you and the seat at home? What concerns you and the seat at home? Now, another question is this. If truly Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling them all this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has had opportunities severally in recent times to speak to the people when he presented himself in court. Have you asked yourself this simple question? Why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not said anything about it at home? Why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not said anything against Simon Ekpa? Why? That should ring a bell. That should tell you something. That should give you direction. That should tell you the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked these people. I will give you another reason. Another reason has to do with the Zoo government. Now, once you begin to rise to prominence, number one. Number two, once you begin to become a person of interest, what do the Zoo government do? They begin to create file for you. What is that file about? If you commit any atrocities, they begin to file it. They begin to follow you up. They begin to put tests. They begin to give you opportunities to test you. And they begin to keep evidence of the crime you are committing. And now when it comes to when they want to use you, when they want to, threaten you to box you in a particular area to do their will, they might just arrest you, put you in the prison, and then present your file to you. You will see your file on your table, you will read it, you will see the crime you have committed, the time you committed it, the place you committed it, and you are going to see the penalty for that crime. And when you are through, they can tell you can go. And they will tell you, this is what we want you to do. This is what we want you to do. We don't want you to speak again in this direction. This is what we want, because they now have you. They now have you in a place where you cannot move. They will give you what to say, what to do. They will tell you how to do, and you find yourself doing those things. Ask yourself this question. There are some people who have come out to fight against injustice. After some time, you see that you won't see them again. What happened? Why did they change? Their file has been brought up to them. And the same thing happened to these lawyers. They were brought together and their files were presented to them. They cannot do anything. If their hands were pure ab initio, because a Geoffrey's hand is not pure ab initio, he is responsible. He is allegedly fingered in the whole situation. And so many things will be exposed at the right time. Now, I want you to ruminate on these informations I have passed to you. You are going to understand what is playing. And that is the reason why I do not trust any lawyer. Even Ejimakon and the rest, we look them and observe them, with one eye, because there is possibility that their case file is also with the government. And they are going to be presented to them, and they would, bend them when they want to bend them. So, what do you do in situations like this? You have to use your own external force to force the hands of the government to free your person. That is why people who are saying peaceful, if you look at them, they are not, they are not smart enough to understand what is playing. Let's end it at this point. More of this kind of information will be passed across soon. Thank you for listening. It is Biafra First.